Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. So let's start our class here with that topic, how to write an abstract. I hope you are ready to learn. Last class we saw about how to write an essay. So let's start. Well, actually, here it says an abstract is a short summary of a longer work, such as a research and a research paper, thesis, scientific article, and more. The abstract most of the time reports the aims and outcomes of your research so that readers know exactly what the paper is about. Guys, write the abstract at the very end when you finish your work, when you've completed the rest of the test. There are four things that you need to include, right? So important things that you should know about it, right? Most of the time, we will get this experience about writing an abstract when you finish your project of investigation, like your future thesis at the end of the year. But in this class, you will get an idea how to do it because you have to think about the future problem that you are going to face or outcome. Do not forget, it will be important and necessary if you find out which topic would you like to investigate to solve a specific problem about, of course, your career. So this is the time and this is the course that you need in order to write an abstract because when you have to write an abstract, it must be in Spanish and in English. Do not forget it. But here we give you some steps to help you. For example, your research problem and objectives. Alright? This is the first one. Your research problems and objectives. I mean the aims. Of course, it's really important to include some brief contents on the social or academic relevance about your topic. But don't go into detailed background information. Be careful. Be careful, alright? Be careful. You have to start by clearly defining the purpose of your research. What practically or theoretical problem does your future research respond to? Alright? Don't forget. Here we have two examples. I will read it. Of course, this study will investigate the relationship between coffee consumption and productivity. This study investigates the relationship between coffee consumption and productivity. What do you think will be the best answer? Of course, the correct answer is this. So don't forget. Oh, sorry, my fault. My bad. Alright, that's it. Just give me a moment. Oh, come on, don't fail. Alright. Oh, got it. The teacher got it. This is the correct answer. Alright. So it must be in person. Your methods. Now we have to indicate the research methods that we are going to use in order to answer our question. This part should be a straightforward description of what you did in one or two sentences. It is usually written in the simple past tense as it refers to completed actions. By the way, here we have two options. Let's see. Structured interviews will be conducted with 25 participants. Structured interviews were conducted with 25 participants. Of course, the best answer is simple past. Very good. Your key results or arguments. Well, next, what you have to do is just summarize the main research results. Got it? The main research results. The most important thing that you find out after you finish your investigation. Do not forget it. Alright? And this part of the abstract can be in present or simple past. Alright? Let's see. Let's see. Our analysis has shown a strong correlation between coffee. Our analysis shows a strong correlation between our analysis showed a strong correlation. Alright, so according to what I told you, the best answer is these two. Alright, simple present and simple past. And finally, your conclusion. Well, this is the main conclusions of your research. Do not forget it. What is the answer to the problem, to the question that you are going to face or solve? Because the reader should finish with a clear understanding of the center point that your research has proved, or you at least. Do not forget, your conclusions are usually written in simple present tense. Alright? Okay, so of course, what is the best answer? We conclude that coffee consumption increases productivity. And also here we have the famous keywords. If your paper will be published, you might have to add a list of keywords at the end of the abstract. Yes, these keywords should reference the most important elements of your research, alright, to help potential readers to find your paper during their own literature searches. Of course, for example, blood collection, let's see, opportunities, all topics or specific topics that you are going to talk about are the most important about it. For example, when the teacher used to write some scientific articles, I try to focus on technology. So this is an interest of this gamification. I try to talk about English, learning, teaching. Got it? So these are the keywords that you have to use, but according to your career. Alright. Note, so important things that you should take when you are going to write an abstract. An abstract is usually around between 150 and 300 words, but it's often a strict word limit. So make sure to check the requirements of the university or journal. In this case, we have to know about our university. All right. I think that's it. Here we are giving you some tips, reverse outline. Here says not all abstracts will contain precisely the same elements. Your research has a different structure. For example, humanities dissertations, more topics related like this. You can write your abstract through a process of reverse outlining. Okay. Well, actually, if it was this part, the abstract should tell a condensed version of the whole story. Alright. It should only include information that can be found in the main text. Alright. So please read your abstract to make sure it gives a clear summary of your overall argument or thesis. Alright, my dear students. Once here we have the read other abstracts. Yes, it's very important to read other abstracts to get a huge idea what you are going to write to. Here it says the best way to learn the conventions of writing an abstract in your discipline is read to others researchers, to others people, because you probably already read lots of journals, lots of scientific articles, theses by conducting your literature review. So try using them as a framework for structure and style too. All right. We have this too. Write clearly and concisely. Yes, a good abstract is short but impactful. So make sure every word counts. Each sentence should clearly communicate one main point. Alright? So avoid unnecessary filler words. Words that they are not important at all. Avoid absorption region. The abstract should be understandable to readers who are not familiar with your topic. So this is the word understandable. Everybody must understand your abstract. And of course, we have this focus on your own research. The purpose of the abstract is to report the original contributions of your research. So avoid discussion of others' work. Yes, even if you address it at length in the main test. Okay, so in this part, you might include a sentence or two summarizing the scholarly background, alright, about your topic, just to situate your research and show its relevance to broader debate. Okay, but there's no need to mention a specific publication. So, my dear students, don't include citations in an abstract unless, alright, unless absolutely necessary, alright, but this is my advice, don't do it. Checking your formatting. You're writing a thesis or scientific article, there are often specific formatting requirements for the abstract. So make sure to check the guidelines and formats of your work correctly. Yes, of course. Sometimes our university tells us how to write or some steps how you can do it. So you can check in the platform university. Everything is over there. And of course, if you are going to make it in a different format like APA or Vancouver, so it's so important to know about it. Okay. So, just to finish, my dear students, here we see a checklist abstract. The work contained within a required length of maximum of one A4 sheet paper. If yes, you can put a check. So you can read, and if you fulfill all these points, you got it. You have your abstract. Here we have an example from a scientific article, and this is the objective, the methods, results of writing you can read it, and conclusions. Right? It's about your career, about health. And here there is another one, just very easy to understand. Right, so I hope you can do it, and here I put some reference for you. So that's all, my dear students. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will be in next opportunity. Goodbye.